Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Jay. I'm back on the free YouTube channel, and I figured I'd give you guys a quick little spoiler review or spoiler talk. I'll probably just put spoiler review in the title. And this is for Avengers Infinity War. Now, this movie really hit me like a truck, I'm not going to lie, because I avoided everything with this film. TV spots, trailers, pretty much. And I avoided about everything that possibly could spoil or show any part of the movie. So when I went in, I was going in, I wouldn't say blind because I expected greatness from a Marvel film, because I like all of them. But this movie gave me more than that. It is a masterpiece, in my opinion. The best MCU film, in my opinion, also. Thanos is just the best MCU villain, in my opinion. He keeps you on the edge of your seat at all times. It's like you see his point of view, and that he wants to cut half of the people pretty much in the universe out of the picture to allow that other half to live better. But at the same time, you can't do that, So Thanos, just overall best villain in the MCU. As far as the characters, also, while I'm saying this stuff, I'm going to be going through the general, and then I'll be getting into the spoilers later on. But yeah, as far as all the characters, they leveled them all out very well. A bunch of the jokes were funny, but the serious parts were very serious. And everything was just so powerful. I can't even explain it really. The stuff that happened in this film just impacted me so much. The main one being, here's a spoiler, guys, Gamora dying. Now, most people I've talked to that have seen the film think she's gone for good. I really hope she isn't, but if she is, that's heartbreaking for me personally. She is one of my favorite MCU characters, if not my favorite. I just couldn't believe it when they killed her off in this film. I could not believe it. But there at the beginning, they killed off Loki. There at the end, they actually killed off Vision, it seems to be. So that's the 3 confirmed kills. Now, there at the end, all the characters are fading away, of course. Now, personally with me, I think all those characters are just going into a different reality or just going away. Because if you'll notice, the original Avengers are the only ones left, with a few other side characters left. But I have a feeling that they'll have to make a decision, or they'll have to find a way to save the newer Avengers, and bring them back into our reality. Maybe they will be gone for the time being, and then, like I said, they'll bring them back through the Time Stone or something like that. But overall, this film is absolutely spectacular. But like I said, sad parts really hit me like a truck. Gamora passing away, I have to talk about this a million times. I'm sorry, guys. I have to talk about this at least 2 or 3 more times in this video. I cannot explain to you how powerful that scene is where she is saying, Thanos doesn't love anyone. He's done. There's no way he's going to get the Soul Stone. She obviously thinks he doesn't love her. But he's starting to cry, Thanos is. He turns around and looks at Gamora. Gamora just has a straight face. She's not joking anymore. And then Thanos grabs her, and she knows right then and there. She's trying to pull away. She's crying. She knows right then and there he's going to sacrifice her because that's the only person that he loves, truly. And then he sacrifices her. And Red Skull's there also with the Soul Stone. I don't understand that. That's pretty cool, actually, but I didn't understand that part as to where... I understand how he got there, though, from, the teleportation and the first Avenger, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, that was actually pretty cool to see Red Skull. But, yeah, he sacrifices her, and it's just so powerful. I can't believe they did something like that, especially with one of the Guardians, one of the establishing Guardians. But, yeah, very powerful. Now, the Loki death is one of the deaths that really, I really like Loki, but I didn't feel much emotion. I felt emotion for Thor because he was having to watch his brother be killed, but at the same time, it was kind of right there at the beginning, and it did hit me, with a big shock, but it wasn't the most impactful death. out of the three. I think Vision and Gamora was a lot more impactful and powerful in my opinion. But Gamora obviously being more powerful and impactful for me than the other two deaths. But yeah, this film does not care to take risks. That's what I really liked about it. Now the dynamic, sorry about that, with all the characters as far as like Captain America, Black Panther, Black Widow, Bruce Banner being in the film, Thor, Groot, all the Avengers and all the Guardians, Drax, Mantis, Star-Lord, Nebula, you know, you can see her name them all, but how they separated all of them, Iron Man, Iron Spider, how they separated all of them into different groups, Doctor Strange, how they separated them into all different groups, really was smart writing. It really was, because all the people they put together really meshed well together in the events they were going to have to take part in and, you know, work out into all coming into a big fight against Thanos and trying to stop him, and which they actually didn't. This is one of the first, if not the first, MCU film. I think it is the first MCU film where the villain actually won. Now, I guess you could argue that Zemo in Civil War won and everything happened he wanted to, but you know he's a ground level villain. So with Thanos, it actually means a lot more. You know, so yeah, honestly, for myself, the most relatable character in this film for me is Star-Lord, and that is just for the sole fact of how much I do like Gamora in the MCU and how much loss that Star-Lord has endured, far as his mom and now Gamora, and you know who he ended up seeing who his dad was. So yeah, Star-Lord just in this movie has to make so many tough decisions. I mean, it's insane. Star-Lord, obviously, in the one part where they're trying to get the gauntlet off of Thanos, he can't hold himself back because of how much just anger he has built up inside of him at Thanos for killing Gamora. And you see all these different parts, like when he was gonna shoot Gamora and the gun turned into bubbles, he was crying. She was saying how much she loved him and how much he loved her. And, you know, then, like I said, the gun turned into bubbles and Thanos goes, "I like you," and then teleports away with Gamora on to go to the Soul Stone and killed her and sacrificed her later on, like I was talking about before. But yeah, Chris Pratt's such a great actor. But yeah, Star-Lord he took a beating in this film as far as emotions and just overall, man, it was so tough to watch for him, but at the same time, such a great performance. Star-Lord, one of my favorite. He's definitely my top three. I think my top three in the MCU currently, Spider-Man, Star-Lord, and Gamora. But yeah, Star-Lord, most relatable character for me. This film is so emotional. Anyone who's watching this video, I don't know why you'd be watching if you haven't seen it, because this is a spoiler review and or talk, but this film is great. Like I said before, excellent masterpiece. There's really nothing else I could say about it. Like I said, the stakes much higher for Thanos because he actually won. It's just crazy to think about that an MCU villain actually won in one of their films. But now we're going to have to see what's going to happen in Avengers 4. They don't disclose the title because apparently it is a spoiler. But yeah, we're going to have to see what's going to happen next year for Avengers 4. But can't wait to see that. Obviously in the post-credits scene, if you guys have seen the film, which you probably have if you're watching this, Nick Fury, right before he fades away like all the other characters did, Spider-Man, more so a new Avengers, I guess you could say, he alerts Captain Marvel, and then screen goes black and the film's over pretty much. The full film is over, including the credit scene. So can't wait to see how they venture out into that. Like I said, this film is really hard to take in, but it is so great. But yeah, if you guys enjoy videos like this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.